Okay. So I just woke up and I want to go get my baby. Hello. Good morning, princess. Good morning. Here comes. Here comes. Hello. Here comes. So, the first thing I'm gonna do is gonna go to the gym because I like to work out fasted most of the time, especially when I'm cutting. So I'm gonna go to the gym, which you'll see, and then I'm gonna take my princess for a walk, and then I don't know. Shower, get ready, photo shoot, office, editing. You'll see. But this is kind of it, like there's so many Photoshops, but there's not really anything else. The gym, it's not like the British ones, I'd say it's more like, I'm comparing it to Pulse, Pure Gym, I mean. It's really like old school, but it's really cute, I love it, and it's really empty, so there's like one other person here right now, which is perfect for me. So yeah, I'm gonna do arms today, so I did shoulders yesterday. Let's start. It's real. It's... Hello. Hello. So, let me talk about my workout a little bit. It wasn't anything too intense, I'd say, kind of. Firstly, the interval running, it was on an incline, 2.5. The difference that it makes running on an incline in intervals to the amount of calories that you burn and then how much you burn later is amazing, because you keep burning then even when you're in a resting state. So it's one of the best things you can do is high intensity interval training. Then I did arms. So the first one was a superset, which was cross chest hammer curls with 10 kilos, and then like an alternate resistance normal hammer curl with 8 kilos. So you hold the weight as you do the other arm. It's really intense, it's really difficult. It's a lot harder than it looks. So I did the cross chest hammer curls 5 times with 12 reps, and the other hammer curls it's 5 times with 6 to 8, which was all I could manage. Then what did I do then? What did I do? I think I did the bicep curls with the easy bar, which was 20 kilos, and that was again 5 sets of 10 reps. Then, what did I do? I can't remember a thing now. Ah yeah, then I did another cable superset, so with 15 kilos in each arm, I did the cross chest bicep curl. I'm not even sure what it's called really. And then straight onto those weird bicep pulley things. Again, no idea what they're called. And then I did triceps, so it was that like kind of bent over backwards tricep extension with the cables. And then I didn't film it because there were too many people around and it was a little bit of a difficult area. I didn't film, sorry. I did weight assisted pull-ups, which I did 5 sets of 10 reps. That was it. So I did 25 minutes of treadmill to begin with. It was a variation of walking, running about 8.8 kilometers per hour, and then having a quick sprint, 15 seconds, then just do it all over again, do it over and over. And I burnt like 400 calories there, so that's perfect. And now I'm going to get ready I'm going to go have a shower, I'm going to get ready, I have to go to the office, and before that I'm going to do a quick Insta photo so that I have something to like show and edit afterwards. That's it. And now for my shake, which I'm using this almond dark chocolate flavoured almond milk. I don't think it is vegan. There is another one that I use that's vegan. I'm not vegan, but it doesn't hurt because I'm not vegan, right? And I've got to be honest, lately I'm feeling like really guilty. So I'm trying. She wants some. You can't have it, it's chocolate. I am feeling really guilty, so lately I am trying to cut down in any way possible. I'm not sure if I'm going to like take that leap into veganism, but any products that I can buy, whereas Optimum Nutrition as well, which is the gold standard, which I love. It's my fave. Yeah, lately I am feeling like, because I'm feeling a bit guilty, I'm trying to use any products that I can which are vegan, whether they're makeup, whether they're bath products, whether they're food, cleaning, anything, as much as I can. Milk, and I do I have a shake sometimes twice. For example, like my heavy workouts like leg day, I'll have 2 shakes, so I'll try to. That's why I started buying, vegan milk. Plus, it's it's better for you. So. Yeah. So yeah, that is basically my workout. I tend to, as I said, if I have a heavy workout, I'll have a shake before and after. What else? That's it. I'm gonna drink, shower, and get ready. Okay, so that's my everyday quick makeup. I've done my eyebrows like really. Oh, and my angled brush arrived as well, as you saw, so I did lots of freckles. I did them a little bit intense because I want to do a photo, so I want them to show in the photo, otherwise it'll be forever in Photoshop. So this is our office. As you can see, we have all our work on display. These are some of my favorite shots that I've done, and some of myself. This is my desk. It's my boy's desk. So yeah, this is basically where we come to do our meetings, our photo shoots, our general work. Although, as I said, I don't work here. I work from home, or I do my editing at home, because it's a little bit difficult here when people come in and ask you things. You kind of lose your concentration. So this is where I do meetings though, and I really love to be here. Like, I'm not here officially yet. I still have a couple of papers to finish. In Greece there's so much paperwork. Whatever you do, there's like so many papers that you need, so many things. I'll be here, I think, in about 2 weeks really, and I'll be here then every day for a few hours. I'll be sitting there, I'll be drinking coffee, I'll be editing videos. It's gonna be good fun. I'm back from the office. I had a meeting after my little photo shoot, and now what am I gonna do? I'm going to walk my princess. Check out the piece of broccoli that she hasn't eaten. Jest na pani voltica? Ariol, ta pani volta? Ta pani volta. Volta. Ta pani volta. Ta pani volta. Yeah, princess, my beautiful girl. Yeah. That's actually the old prison, which is right in the middle of the city, which reminds me quite a lot of Cardiff, where the city centre is pretty much based around the prison, which is so weird for me. This is this is the side of the prison, and then right next to it is a church, and right behind the church is a mosque. So rich history on this block, like super rich history, and nice flowers too. Oh, there's a church, and here is the mosque. So, you know, this is such a beautiful place to walk. If this isn't the most amazing place to walk your dog, I don't know what is. Even though it's small, that's the only thing that I complain about, is that it's kind of small. Let's compare it to Butte Park in Cardiff, which is kilometers. This is a really small area, but it's so stunning. So stunning. I love it. Just look at it. It's so nice. Whoop. It's such a happy baby. I've got her on this long leash, which is I think 10 or 15 meters. She's not yet trained to be off leash. She's a very good girl, but she was actually a stray, so she's not completely, well, she's very, very, very energetic. She's an amazing dog. I love her so much, but she's very energetic. She's disobedient. We spent many months going to a trainer. Check her out. She's having so much fun here. That butt. Yeah, we spent many months going to a trainer who really, really helped, but she's not completely finished. I'm not sure whether I'll ever be able to have her off leash, which makes me kind of sad, but hey. It makes me kind of sad, but if it means, you know, keeping her safe, keeping her happy, keeping her safe, keeping her happy, then I don't really care. I just want, you know, to protect her. So yeah, she's so lovely. Hey, Ariel, come on. Ariel, come on, come on, come on, come on. Woohoo. When we first got her, we literally picked her up off the street. I found her in an area where I go for summer at the beach. She just came and lay next to me, and then I just fell in love with her. She was whining outside my house, and I just couldn't not bring her home. When we found her, she was disgusting. Like, she was so skinny. She had like this skin thing. She didn't have fur in so many places. And she's grown into a 28 kilo beauty. She's just a bit difficult really. But she's so much better than when I first got her. She drove me crazy. Come on, princess. Woohoo! Yeah. Ariel. Ariel. Ariel, come on. And this is where we just like to sit. Hello, hello. Afterwards, it's just by a coffee shop. And this is where she has her little rest after her run around. So then I can take her home and give her some water. So that's our dog walk. Say hello, Ariel. Hello. Princess. Psst, psst, psst. So this is my finished photo from earlier. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see in the time lapse, but the shoes are actually different colors, but because I desaturated the leaves of the green leaves, the green was desaturated, so I added a bit more in. Just did some like skin and color correction. It looks a little bit distorted from this from the screen. What else? Yeah, so that's it basically. One of my favorite things is editing like quick things like this. It's just like, it's so much fun to just play with colors, and that's one of my favorite things to do editing wise when I do weddings, is the next day photo shoots that we do that are always a location. And I really love decoration, like the church decorations, which is not the actual church, but like the flowers and all the kind of things outside, which I love playing with the colors. And bride's makeup. There's nothing more fun than playing with the skin and the face after. It's literally like doing the makeup yourself when you edit, like really intense editing. So when you do like a full skin smooth, eyes, veins, wrinkles, pores, everything is, I love it, I love it. So, I have been editing some photos, and I'm gonna do a quick time lapse of how I create an album for a wedding. Yeah, it takes quite a lot of work actually. I don't think people realize how long it takes to create an album. It can take up to 2 hours to make it aesthetically nice, to import the photos, export the photos, import them to the other program, because my couples choose their photos like in an online gallery. So they go in with their password and their email address, and then I can see their choice. I download that, I run it through Lightroom, I export them to a separate folder, so I just have their chosen photos in a folder. Then I import the folder into the album designer, and then I have to create it there with, there are templates, but again, it's, here and there sometimes so then you do the album and then export the album, and then I import every page to Photoshop and edit again some of the photos. Sometimes they'll choose, so I'll edit like quite a few photos for like the sample. And then they might choose a photo that isn't so edited, maybe only the colors are edited. So then I'll go back and re-edit the skin, maybe with that other photo. Yeah, I like it, but it's a bit tiring. And if every couple takes 2 hours and you have like, I don't know, think about it, 40 something couples a year, it's a lot of hours, you know? It's a lot of hours. And sometimes it's not as simple as that, but I digress. Also, Saturday I have a wedding, and it's at a really nice, pretty old church, which I don't love as a photographer, only because it's very hot, it's very small, and it's quite dark. Aesthetically, it looks incredible, but from the angle of the church and the angle of the sun, you get like really intense sunlight in the front, so every photo that you have is quite difficult to shoot a photo when it's family photos. And so yeah, it's a little bit hard to shoot in that. She's going outside now. It's a bit hard to shoot in that church in that way, but it's really beautiful, it's really old, so I might film a little bit. I haven't decided which weddings I'm going to vlog yet. I think it's a bit early in the season, but I'm thinking of taking just a little bit of video on Saturday at this church, because it's really nice, so that everyone can see, and I can put it in the beginning of my next vlog, I think, maybe, I'll see. And where we're gonna do the next day photo shoot is the area that I mentioned that's really beautiful, close to here. So there's lots coming up. Okay, it's smoothie time. So I made my smoothie. Yeah, I might do a shop with me, like to supermarket. I don't know. I really like those types of videos, especially when they show different countries. That's just like, I just really like them. I find them really interesting. And typically I do enjoy vlogs of other people's lives, and I do like to see what people do, how they live, you know, like every time someone talks to you about their life, I don't know, I find it really hard to imagine them doing those everyday things, like, I don't know, cooking, cleaning, walking the dog, going to work, getting dressed, you know, everything. I find it really, I'm one of those curious people, and I really find it interesting, so that's why I thought I would do something like that. And there's a big difference between the UK and here. And I have a couple of things going on next week that I can vlog as well, and maybe a location shoot, depending, we'll see. Yeah, so that's basically my day. It's 9:20 now, so I'm gonna say goodbye, and I'm gonna continue editing and doing some albums for a while. I just did a little time lapse, like not of a complete album, just to see like how it happens. Yeah, thanks for watching, and let me know what you'd like to see. Like, if you don't want to comment, like send me a message on Instagram maybe, because like I feel like there's so much I want to talk about, there's so much I want to express. There are so many types of like vloggers that I love, and they don't really necessarily do anything that interesting. I just really love them and their personality and what they do. And I'm like, I'm at that stage that I'm nervous about expressing myself still. Like I'm new to this YouTube thing, I'm new to videos. And like as I said, I have so much I want to express and say and do and show. all the differences that I've found between the UK and here, living here, I want to share them. They're really interesting. And they're typical like questions that people ask me. I just don't really know how to start this whole vlogging thing, so here's my first attempt, and yeah, I'm gonna do another one. This is like my pilot. Yeah, so what else? That's it. Yeah, so what else? That's it.